I was having this conversation with my little cousins and my sisters the other day, and they were like, why is music haram? And then I'm like, okay, dude, it's literally audio pornography. And then I was like, because Joanne on TikTok, I'm gonna tag her in the comments, she's made beautiful explanations. She's made like 2 whole part videos on why music is haram. Okay, but take out everything. Take out, say music, the lyrics were wonderful and beautiful. When you look at your heart, it's a vessel. It can either have room for Quran or it can have room for TikTok or I mean music. And so like if you infest it with music, there's going to be no room for Quran. You can't have both of them in your heart, because you can either be walking and you can either be remembering surahs or making dhikr, or you can either be like, I ain't never been with a baddie. Like only one of them is going to be in your mind. And which one are you going to constantly, recite? So it's whatever you put into it is what's going to come out as well. So your heart's a vessel. You can either fill it in with good or bad, and you make the decision, like whichever. And it's also like a big factor into like why we barely have any khushu or like concentration in our prayer. Like khushu and concentration in prayer is not about what you're doing inside of your prayer. It's about what you're doing outside of your prayer. So and it like makes sense if you go about your whole day like humming and jamming to these tunes. You can't just turn it off when you get into prayer. Like when you get into prayer, that's what's going to be going about in your mind. So it makes sense to listen to more Quran and like not listen to music or like even adhkar or even what's it called, nasheeds and stuff, like while you're outside of prayer. It makes sense because then you get to taste the sweetness of the prayer. But if your heart is infected with music, then you can't really get the whole experience. You know what I mean? And so yeah, like you can either have one or the other, and that's why music is not very wonderful.